y'all? Welcome to the Dave DY Show. Yes, sir. So today's got an awesome topic. I got roasted by UFC Fight Pass. That's my topic today. The jamokes over at the UFC in their ivory tower in Vegas, looking at every corner, every dark hole of social media, roasted me on some stuff that I slung out there. And look, I'm going to be truthful to you. I started this. I was the instigator. And I'm usually not controversial, but I like putting some stuff out there once in a while when I'm dealing with things that I'm interested in. And what occurred was UFC Fight Pass did this 25 shorts or something. So they took 25 hours of content and turned it into this hourly series or something. And it had to deal with, I don't know, the 25 years that the UFC's been in business. I don't know if they broke it out annually. Who knows? Don't know. And we all know the UFC does extraordinarily solid productions, right? They're very, very good. When they were Zuffa doing their stuff, they were pretty good, and pay-per-view was pretty good. The Tough series and some of the stuff they do on TV, it's okay, right? But once they really got tight with Fox, and once this thing had a number of years to work, it sort of blew up. And now, when they review the 10 best fights, when they do some stuff about showing the production over the years of the brand, and actually the fighters. And here's the bottom line. When you have 25 years of outstanding content, and there aren't many years when they didn't have outstanding content, knockdown, drag out, sick fights, and if that's what you're interested in, the fights, you won. They've won. All they need to do now is present it in some type of format where someone like me who loves the fights, has always loved the fights, have gone to the fights, know the fighters, watch the media, watch the news, but ultimately comes back to the brutality of two individuals in this tiny fucking ring, right? And one of these guys is going to walk out able, alive. I mean, you got a lot that you're starting with already. So Dana White started this thing, I don't know, in 2011, 2013. It's called Fight Pass. And it's a streaming subscription for their content. And it's just another fucking way to market and make money for your shit. And there's nothing wrong with it because you don't have to buy it. I think it's $25 a month. With it, you get a vast library of a lot of the UFC fights. I don't know if it's all of them. I think it might be all of them. You can pretty much peruse any of the pay-per-view events, any of the Fox events, any of the fight nights, any of the televised media, the Tough series, any of the maybe internet media, like Matt Serra, when they travel around and they do whatever, their podcasts or their webcasts. I don't even know the shit they do, right? I think you can see all that media. You can see interviews, you can see behind the scenes shit, you can see clips. I would expect they just load it up with content so that you can just eat and eat and eat as much as you want. Some of the core stuff that you've seen, like the epic fights, and then all this other shit that's interesting, novel, neat, the production, whatever. I really don't watch it for that crap. I don't watch fights for that crap. I don't care about Ariel Helwani. I don't care about their, commentators. I don't care about the ring girls. I mean, they're all attractive, granted, right? I don't want to know what they do in their daytime, what their jobs are. Who cares, right? I watch fights for fights, and it gives me probably one of the greatest satisfactions I've ever had. And I've always said this. I probably made a mistake when I was in the Midwest, and I didn't drive down to Las Vegas and say, Dana, I'll pick up your coffee and your dry cleaning. I'll do whatever. This is me. This is what I love. I want to do this. And I should have inserted myself into that machine in the early 2000s, whatever. Oh well, man, hindsight's a bitch. Well, this weekend, they sent this tweet or this Facebook update or notification, something out on the 25 shorts. And it's UFC Fight Pass, this paid for subscription, of which you have to pay $25 a month. And I think they say, they came out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and said, Fight Pass, it's $450,000. And then there's this little byline or this little disclaimer below it that says, measuring the actual subscriber levels, it has high churn. So it's all blah, blah, blah bullshit, right? This thing's it's not a piece of crap, but it's for really diehard people, because who gives a fuck about all this stupid content where you're watching old junk? That's the crazy part about sport. And that's the brilliant part about the UFC, NFL, and all that. While you might want to watch some throwback shit, where I want to see Joe Namath, or I want to see Brett Favre, or I want to see the early fucking Brady, dude, there's so much shit that goes on daily, weekly, monthly, and then you get this little snippet of a break, and then you watch 17 more games every weekend for the year. Who the fuck has time to go back and look at stupid shit, other than when you're slowly browsing through your 9,000 stations on your fucking stupid TV anymore, and you catch something at 2 in the morning after you've been drinking all night, and it's top 10 fights at the UFC, right? So, these idiots in this subscribership that I'll never pay for, I don't know anybody who pays for. I think if you work for the corp, if you're Joe Rogan or something, maybe they throw that as a fucking bone. We'll give you a free Fight Pass. And these morons say they got 450,000 subscribers. Dude, I've seen stuff from a year, 2 years ago, 350,000, 300,000. They don't know what they have, right? Because people join this piece of shit and then opt the fuck out. They're like, I'm not watching this garbage and paying you losers, and then I gotta pay $65 for a fucking pay-per-view. Are you stupid? This thing's stupid, and it is. And Dana tries to push this thing because it's a brilliant moneymaker. It's a brilliant way to get your products out there. It's a fucking paid-for marketer. There's nothing unintelligent about this paid-for subscription service. But they don't work. They suck. And the phones nowadays, you can stream anything. Everything's out on the fucking World Wide Web for free. These retards that just try to rape you over these ridiculous prices for these activities, for these events, where I'm not a fucking thief. If it's UFC, a pay-per-view I want to watch, I pay for it. And I get pissed off when I watch it go from the 30s to the 40s to the 50s to the $60 a fucking event. You rotten motherfuckers, you multi-billion-dollar dickbags, just fighting. No, that goes to pay for the fight. The fighters make barely dick still, and they've all said that, right? They're all bitching. And humanity's agreed. The NFL, the fucking Major League Baseball and basketball went through the same crap, right? We want more. We're the ones putting our necks on the line. And the machine makes billions, sells for 3 point whatever billion. The fucking Zuffa to Fox to whomever, right? Dana White's half a billionaire, right, or more. Then you got UFC Fight Pass. And these dickbags, I'm out there and I shoot a shitty tweet out, and my tweet goes something like this. Dude, and I'm nobody. I'm a fucking nobody. I have 150 subscribers, or 150 people that watch my shit, that look at my tweets. I've got 32 subscribers on my YouTube channel, The Dave DY Show. And I shoot some shit out like this. What 8 people watched this, streamed on Fight Pass? And how the fuck does it get nominated for anything? Even a Cracker Jack box prize with question marks, right? Because apparently it got nominated for some sports Emmy. They're trying to compete with 30 for 30 or some shit, right? Some real content that's actually awesome shit. So who cares? Maybe it will. They're great producers. They make great material. And that doesn't say anything. This country and this world is full of great editors, great cinematographers, great fucking content managers. It's full of them. Geniuses. Any dick can put that stuff together. It's the content. The fights sell themselves. So the monkeys up at UFC Fight Pass, combing through 8 million hours of insane fights. Who gives a shit? So they put some short together for the 25th anniversary, 25 hours or whatever, and this thing's been nominated for a sports Emmy, which it won't win. They're retards. And who the hell knows what they're making for money? Some offshoot crap ass from the UFC. And so, I put that out there. What 8 people watched this and streamed it on Fight Pass? You paid for this piece of shit? And how the fuck does it get nominated for anything? Even a Cracker Jack box prize? And that's just how I felt. Like, 25 shorts and I gotta pay for streaming to watch this shit? Or probably I can go out on the internet and probably hack or view it on any fucking site because these morons, that's what you can do. Everything's open somewhere on the internet. They try to stop copyright. You dicks. Just, you're making so much money. Let anybody watch it for free. Sell yourself, you cocks. Anyway, these dick hounds respond. Dude, I've got 150 people that follow me on Twitter. I'm no one. And these retards wrote, if you send over your 32 YouTube subscribers, we would quadruple the views. That's brilliant! That dickbag that's in charge of Twitter. Hey, Dana White, I guarantee you, runs the tightest ship in the fucking world. He does it with an iron fist, maniacally, and he does it like the UFC, like walking into a cage, with his bright red fat head. Smash! So he has these monkeys that comb social media, and anything negative against their fucking brand, they smash you. And if you put something positive against the brand, they click on the like. Like. They throw you a little bone, bitches. So these monkeys jumped on me when this shit showed up. I put a hashtag WTF, like, what the fuck, losers. They jumped on me immediately and said, if you send over your 32 subscribers on YouTube, we'd quadruple our views. And everybody in communications and marketing, all the UFC Fight Pass idiots in Vegas, or wherever the fuck they are, they all liked it and laughed. Ha 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 ha! They roasted me! They burned me. Granted, I shot some shitty stuff out about their crappy series, which probably, I don't know. I love the fights. And I'll tell you what, if it were free, I probably would watch it. Maybe not. 25 hours is a lot of fucking time. And I know what I like. I've seen them all. I've watched all the fights. I've paid them hundreds, thousands of dollars to watch this shit. I've gone to Las Vegas. I've watched some of the greatest fights live. I was at fight nights up in Denver. I've been around. I follow the offshoots. American Top Team, fucking Winklejohn, all the badasses, The Grudge, right? All the cats. Denver's got a great presence for fighting. And it's not all UFC, right? You had Pride, you had Bellator, you had WEC, you had Showtime, and these assholes have pretty much gobbled it all up. And they're not stupid. They know you can't have a monopoly. So they let these lesser thans continue to fight with these bums so that the federal government doesn't say, what the hell are you guys doing? We can't be the only place in town if you want to see fights. Even though pretty much they bought every fight organization, had 600 fighters, right, that they had to trim down, and they own the market on global combat, which is awesome. They made it something else. And truthfully, it hasn't been corrupted. It's still pretty awesome. Even though you have nut jobs like Conor McGregor or Ronda Rousey or Brock Lesnar, who sort of queer some of it, you still have a lot of people that love to watch it, love to cheer it on, live vicariously through that. Dude, I wouldn't walk in that fucking ring if you said, hey, you won the lottery, you gotta walk in the ring. You stupid? Those guys lose their heads. And I'm not talking UFC. I'm talking some mopo, mom pop, nobody fighting in a fucking square or whatever. Your boxing ring down here in no man's land. They go in and take each other's head off. Dude, you get to the professional level anymore, you're gonna get mangled. They will eat you. So, I get it. And I love the machine and I love the fights. And Puke UFC Fight Pass roasted me, made me piss. I was like, what? Really? And then all the retards laughing about it. And they shot up some memes about me getting roasted. Duh! And I was like, oh my God. You dopes have the time? Look, man, when you're protecting your brand on social media, on the internet, all over the web, these cats are tenacious. And they jumped right on it, and they smashed. And I was like, okay. And then this dope, and I don't know who the fuck he is, Adam Buabda, some retard from England, from Stoke, when he's got a channel out there, pitch some shit. He says he's a filmmaker. He's some fucking loser. He's got 65 subscribers. What are you talking about, mate? He says this. Wait a second. We have to listen to this genius just like the other 16 people who are now making money on YouTube watching his video? He takes a shot of my shit that shows how to make money on YouTube. My episode 95, you're welcome. And he circles my views. And I'm like, who the fuck are you? You little crumb bitch. You protecting YouTube? What are you doing there, buddy? Adam Boobhead? I fucking search him up on YouTube. He's a bum. He's filming his computers in his fucking flat out in the middle of rural fucking Stoke, England. You're a joke, you moron. But movies are coming out. We're gonna make all kinds of... You suck. And then he throws some shit up. Because this is what I say to Adam Boobda. Which, it's not really cool, but oh well. I go, Adam, are you fucking serious, bro? What God-blessed broom closet are you working out of for the UFC responding to bottom dweller tweets? You loser. Hashtag sucks to be you, dope. This is what he does. He replies back to me. And dude, this is when this machine goes south. It's fucking sad. This loser, 2 years ago, has 65 subscribers. He's got Couch Potato, what's his name? Couch Potato Film. He's a fucking bum from England, right? And he says, if you'd like to know how to make money on YouTube, all you need to do is ask bro. 1.4 million subscribers and 12,028. Dude, I don't know what fucking numbers he lies about and pulled that out of. This dickbag was sitting with his fucking little compact car and his retard girlfriend in nowhere, England. 65 people on his channel. So either he blew the Pope or the President, or somebody stuffed a rabbit foot all the way up his ass and came out his mouth. 1.4 million subscribers and $12,000 in the last 28 days. Yeah, maybe Fight Pass, because that's about all they make, you retard. That ain't your bank account, you fucking jamoke. Holy cow. These cretin come out of nowhere. Adam Boobhead Buabda. Fuck you and shut your face. So I killed myself on that, and sure as shit, UFC Fight Pass and all the monkeys. Oh, you got him again, Adam. You blowhard vaginas. Holy shit. So I wrote something back to the fight tards at UFC Fight Pass. And I don't know, it probably wasn't the right thing to do, but it sort of piqued my interest that these morons were paying attention to me. Are you shitting me? I got no one following me. I'm following no one. And I thought about it later, and sure enough, that's why these guys are successful. They're tenacious about every instance of whatever shows up anywhere for them. And they've got a company of little minions, little one-eyed fucking Daves. Bah, bah. Yeah, and Dana White, the mastermind there, fucking trying to take over the world, doing exactly what he tells them, right? We're going to steal the moon. And so they smash every instance anywhere, and they've got all their little trolling that sees every instance when they're mentioned. And sure as shit, I'm like, that does make sense, right? That's how these guys ensure that their shit is correct. So, I wrote back this. If at UFC Fight Pass spent as much time on relevant quality productions and content as they did responding to my tweet, they actually made decent shit instead of wasting time on me. They might be on par with, hell, who knows, I don't know, Bellator on Paramount? That's sort of a shot. I mean, isn't it sad that we have to watch Bellator on Paramount? And we gotta watch fucking, the losers that do the commentary there. And he's high squeaky, what's his name? Chael Sonnen. And the fights sort of blow. But I'll tell you what, any fight in the fucking ring, in the octagon, inside of a cage, it's insane and I'll watch it. And so I'm saying a lot of this tongue-in-cheek because I love the fights. But the machine, the vaginal machine of UFC sure shows its little head, its little bloody head. So guys. Really? Do you actually have day jobs? Is this what you losers do? Comb around the fucking dark spaces of the giant world of digital and look for nobodies? So they wrote back, one, the reply took about 10 seconds, just like the average watch time of your videos. But bam! So dude, you gotta view this like these retards are actual extensions of the cage fighters. And they wrote, what? The reply took about 10 seconds, just like the average watch time of your videos. And they did a 1, and then they went 2. We were trying to help you get more subs on YouTube. Unfortunately, it's still only 32. Dude! And then they wrote, is a YouTuber in the making talking to us about day jobs? And then they, 3! Hit me with the knockout. So they gave me the 1, 2, 3! Dude, and I'll tell you what. Dana White has a machine that is the best. Anybody that works for him, you work or you don't work for him. You produce or you don't produce for him. He's brilliant. The fucking Fertitta brothers, that stupid station fucking casino, that junk they had, these guys have done it right, built it right, they brought the right people in. They've made the best machine in the world. Is it Fox? Is it ESPN? Is it? No. Is it the greatest machine for probably the best sporting event in history, in my view? And don't get me wrong, dudes, I love wrestling. But fucking UFC, combat sports, mixed martial arts, boxing was awesome. This is real. Boxing turned into bullshit because of those fucking gloves. And Big John and Dana and all the guys from the early days, Dan Severn, and fucking Chuck Liddell, and all those cats. Tito Ortiz, who's a giant vagina, a mouthy vagina. Those guys made a product with Joe Rogan and Goldberg, right? And Bruce Buffer. They made a product that emulated boxing, but actually provided real combat and entertainment. And those first few years where there were no rules and you didn't have weight classes, that was a bit cuckoo. But when they refined it down and then they tied it to the product it is today, and this was prior to Stephan Bonner fighting Forrest, right? When it really took off on TV. Those original fights were epic, dude. When Royce Gracie was doing his thing, right? With, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Brazil Jiu-Jitsu. Dude, they honed this thing into probably, in my book, the best sport. The modern day gladiator. The modern day Coliseum. And it'll never be equal. And you can go over to the fucking, and they show it. Fight Pass shows like the Muay Thai World Championships, the Abu Dhabi, the fucking whatever. They go anywhere in the world. The catch wrestling, tournaments, they go all over the place, right? None of those equate to what they've produced. The machine that is the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship, is the premier, bar none. And let's hope it goes on forever. Let's just hope that they fucking shut down Fight Pass or actually make it free, you fucking vaginas. And with the beautiful responses, you can see how these guys, Dana White has imparted, I said this man, unique guy, imparted his brand and himself on them. They hit me with the 1, 2, 3, the knockout. And the knockout was, is a YouTuber in the making talking to us about day job? So they killed me. They got me with the knockout, man. And it was awesome to see that at UFC Fight Pass, these crony turtle heads that scrape up the scraps from what really is the UFC and then try to put it into some format to make additional money. Brilliant, Dana! Came at me after I trolled them. And they roasted the shit out of me. And I really enjoyed it. And it's cool as hell to see that. And it's sort of crazy to watch that machine. And for nobody but like me to have a snapshot with these turds. This Adam Boobda. I don't know who Boobhead is. Maybe he works for him. They throw him a scrap every so often. Hey, Adam, you want to work with us on this 25 shorts? Oh, brilliant, mate. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'll meet you at the loo, you idiot. Shut up and stay in England. Good God. I had some other broad on Twitter. She barked at me about that I didn't know what I was talking about, because I shot some item out there about the upcoming fight between Holly Holm and Amanda Nunes. And Amanda Nunes is going to fucking dismantle. Mandy's going to kill Holmes. The preacher's daughter doesn't have a fucking chance. And I'm going off site here. I'm going off topic. So this moron said to me, "You're an idiot." She called me a noob. "You're an idiot. Yeah, Cyborg lost because she walked right in to Mandy's punches. And Holmes is a counter striker." What fucking world are you in? And apparently she's a fighter. I don't know if she's anything of a fighter. Because if she ever took a shot from Nunes, she'd know that nobody's going to walk away from a shot from Nunes. Holly Holmes will evade her with her unique karate style like Machida. Yeah, you're an idiot. Noob. Nunes right now would mangle anybody in female UFC. She's a big woman, and she wears the lion head for a purpose. She's a fucking lioness. She'll eat you. Holly Holmes is going to get wrecked. Nunes will knock her out of the fucking octagon. And I told this retard that. And I said, "Noob? Nah, you're just dumb. You don't know shit about fighting. The counter punch." Yeah, pull your head out of your anus. Good God. So I got pretty fired up on the fights. And as you can tell, I am. I love this and I'm passionate about it. And I found it most entertaining that these fucking slobs, these puke vajayjays over at Fight Pass had to defend their brand to me. Good God. Dude, that shows you what Fight Pass is, and that shows you about the sports Emmy and whatever they're nominated for. When you're the real deal, you don't have time to fuck around with idiots at the bottom of Nowheresville. These morons, they're spewing their noise everywhere. Dana needs to clean that shit up by getting rid of those idiots that are wasting time and focusing on what really has value. And sorry, unfortunately, Fight Pass is not it. Fight Pass sucks balls. It always will. It's like raping the industry. And when Napster came out and stole all the music that we get boned up the ass for, even though you want to go see live concerts, you pay $8 trillion. And I get paying for music, buying an album. But I also get when your album is out there forever and I want to be able to listen to it and I have to pay you for it so that every transaction costs money, you're a greedy cunt. And when Lars Ulrich from Metallica sat in front of Congress and said, "We're losing money," you fucking vagina. It reminds me of Fight Pass. Suck a bag. Give away some shit for free, you losers, you greedy twats. Good God. Talk about day jobs. So that's my talk on the fights, on getting roasted by Fight Pass. The knockout from the smart guy who runs the Twitter responses in Vegas. I bet he sits right next to Dana's office. Shit. Basement. He's down there with Mulder and Scully. You monkey. I love you guys. I'm looking forward to more fights. Not so much that Nunes Holmes fight. Won't be a fight. But stay tuned, watch for more content. Thank you for watching my show. Subscribe, comment, link, like, share. Right? Send UFC Fight Pass a fucking email that says vaginas. Really? God. Fuck. Maybe they'd learn something watching some of my MMA talks on the podcast channel. The Damn Do I Show! Last one with Conor McGregor. It was a good one. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Again, shoot me some comments, likes, shares. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what other topics you want to talk about. And have a great one. See you next time. Out!